This is a little trailer he made. This is an advert he made for his thing.
Hey, it's February 1st, so I wanted to say Happy Black History Month. To honor and support the black community, myself and Ben Shapiro are paying tribute to the historically black art.
Are you having a fucking laugh? Is man taking a piss? Man's literally come here and said, Happy Black History Month. Me and Ben Shapiro are celebrating Black History Month by making a song in the traditionally black art form. Like, he's having a fucking laugh. And you lot are trying to tell me, he's not being racial. He's not doing it. Like, all this shit in the comments. Fuck off.
Hey, it's February 1st, so I wanted to say Happy Black History Month. To honor and support the black community, myself and Ben Shapiro are paying tribute to the historically black art form of hip-hop by taking our new rap song, Facts, all the way to the #1 spot on the Billboard charts.
No, you won't.
Do you support the black community? You don't. Unless you download our new song, Facts, on iTunes before midnight tonight.
I don't care if I offend.
Red flags for that fool. So that's what he's saying, right? That sound like, what's it? The one that they all hate, because they're all Trump supporters. They hate Biden. But remember when everyone came for Biden, because he came on the Breakfast Club and told Charlemagne that if he don't vote for him, then he's not black or something like that. I think he's probably slightly mocking that. You know what I'm saying? So he's literally saying, yeah, if you're a racist, if you don't support my racist song, absolute idiot. This guy's an absolute clown. Like, don't try it with me again. Don't try it with me to say this guy is not racist and that's how he's behaving. There's just no question about it. This has got DJ Vlad, Tom MacDonald, and Talib Kweli debating the song. I haven't watched this yet. They're all doing a podcast about you and technical issues. Anyway, KJ said, always been a big supporter of you, Flip, and you know this. Yeah, done know. I do know that. I do. But I'm going to watch this video. It's 15 minutes long, so we're going to probably be watching this one a little minute. And let's see, like, obviously this time, at least there's going to be some people I agree with, that I've got, you know, a supporting argument with.
Well, this begs the question, has hip-hop gone woke? I spoke to Ben about his unlikely transformation into a rap heavyweight yesterday. And today I'm joined by the artist who actually crafted the song, Tom MacDonald. So, Tom, well, first of all, congratulations on this runaway smash hit. You're actually entitled to celebrate it because you are a bona fide rapper. Ben, I'm not quite so convinced by. Maybe a one-hit wonder.
So Ben Shapiro, just to give a bit of context, there was a video where Ben Shapiro went on here first, which I haven't watched either. And I wanted to react to that first, but it's 45 minutes long, so I can't do both of them. I wanted to find a shorter version, but I don't think Piers Morgan and Ben Shapiro are on the same team at the moment, even though I know they are slightly. You know what I'm saying? Because they're both ops to me, but yeah.
Are you surprised by the backlash, or did you predict the backlash and that was one of the reasons you did the song in the first place?
Well, I've made a lot of sort of anti-woke anthems over the years, and there's always a certain degree.
From the start there, anti-woke, I've said this a million times, right? I said it on my thing. I don't know if I said it in this show. The term woke is a black cultural term that means to be awake to racism and white supremacy. It comes from black culture. So the way this word has been taken by the right wing into this negative thing that where they can just use it to mock us is completely racist. So even just both of them going, it's this woke, using that term woke in the way they have, racism.
A backlash that comes.
And sorry, let me get comments. Gleam, this is a good one, but Talib does not come off well in the end. All right, interesting. We'll see. Enough prop said, imagine if they promoted a different rapper who isn't a clown like this. What, unlike Piers Morgan and that? Akala's been on there, bodied him. You know what I'm saying? It's always like a conflict.
Comes with it. So this one was sort of, you know, a lot of my relationship with the audience is call and response. I make a song, people respond in the way that they do, and then I respond again with the next song. So, you know,
here's my
Facts
response
with Ben is sort of the cap on a long line of anti-woke anthems that have been met with pretty heavy criticism.
People in the black rap community have come out and said that this is just blatant cultural appropriation racism because you're accusing all their music
Yes.
they produce of being about selling drugs,
Yes.
pushing guns, stripper poles, turning our sons into thugs and so on. What do you say to that criticism?
Obviously, he's saying he take that from the black community, right? I haven't even seen people saying that, but I'm sure it's out there. You probably find it in comments, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, 1 point for Piers Morgan, even though he's a pagan. Shout out Sam Gregory. You know what I'm saying? My bad, I just saw the time. Yeah, Sam, man, I need you here. You're my #1 shooter, you know what I'm saying? And thanks, Nova. Always support you, Gopika. Look at them emojis. All right, love you too. Let's go.
I think that there's all types of rappers out there. There's black rappers and white rappers and Asian rappers and Indian rappers, all types of rappers. And I don't think that criticizing sort of the status quo of the genre or criticizing the prevalent content of the music, I don't agree that there's anything racist about that.
What struck me is that there seems to have been more outrage over you guys lampooning this style of rap music than there is about the actual rap music, which often to me gets an extraordinary pass from criticism.
Well, that's a complete lie, isn't it? That's a complete lie, Piers, because you've spent how many years talking about this, and all of these right-wing platforms and TV channels are constantly attacking rap music, attacking black music, saying these black kids are causing violence, blaming them for societal problems that are caused by governments. Constantly. That's always getting backlash. This is allowed to run free on YouTube all the time. It's been going on for years. Only now it's actually getting a conversation slightly a bit more. These guys are ridiculous, man.
I said to Ben yesterday, when you have John Legend rewriting Baby It's Cold Outside because it's so offensive, but doesn't rewrite any of the lyrics of any of his rap friends, there's an obvious double standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sort of in general, over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been very prevalent themes in hip hop, sort of objectifying women and glorifying violence and romanticizing drug abuse and stuff like that. And I think that hip hop likes to think of itself as quite a woke genre. And none of those things seem to quite align with what the woke mob is standing up and being vocal against. So I think it's a little bit hypocritical, but
Do you think you can be #1 on the Billboard?
We'll get to that, but all the things you just listed, let's just talk about briefly. All the things he's listing: misogyny, violence, all the content in hip hop culture and rap music that he's got an issue with. Those are conversations to be had. No one's saying don't have that conversation, right? But those are not conversations to be led by right-wing, white, racist YouTubers, yeah, or white rappers. That is a conversation for within the culture. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a conversation for black communities to have and us to kind of listen to and support, not for him to come and dictate. When he, a white right-wing person, comes and points his finger, that becomes racist.
Or do you think you may get...
Hold up, a couple comments. Like, pop doesn't do anything he points out. Yeah, pop music doesn't, well, I guess hip-hop is the biggest pop music in the world these days. Benj said, enough props. You said if they promoted, just wondering who they is. Gleam says those are born out of circumstances. Yeah, 100%. So it's conversations we can have about circumstances. Ah, yes, Gleam. So he said those are born out of circumstances just because he cannot relate. Yeah, so he's a white guy from a whole different background, yeah, who doesn't relate to the struggles and the social conditions and racist conditions that have led to rap music having that kind of content in it. You know what I'm saying? So basically a privileged white guy coming along from a completely different life, pointing at black people and going, you're the problem, even though it's a society and government run by white people that's the problem, yeah? And acting like he's there to save it, and using it, grifting to make money off of it.
Subtly shadow banned to stop you getting there.
No one shadow banned him.
Well,
liar.
It's happened before. I've had Billboard refuse to count my album sales.
No, they haven't.
I'm completely independent. There's no
Liar.
record label. There's no distribution. There's no marketing team, nothing. I make all of my beats. I write all the songs. My girlfriend shoots the music videos, entirely independent of the music industry. So, you know, censorship, suppression, shadow banning, is very familiar with all of those things. Like I said, Billboard's refused to count my album sales before. They've removed me off trending charts on YouTube. My distribution company, TuneCore, which is supposed to be the alternative for artists who don't want to sign a major record deal. They are supposed to be able to go to TuneCore and independently.
Do you know what? I'm contacting TuneCore this week and asking them for a statement about if this even happened.
Deny release
Guarantee you it happened.
And say that they will not host it in any form because of quote unquote lyrical content. So, you know, I think the buzz is there, and I think the press is there, and I think that the proof is in the pudding. I have access to the sales numbers, as do many other people. So I think it would be pretty hard for Billboard at this point in time to just blatantly snub us.
Megan's already above him.
Can you make one promise finally, Tom, which is if you do get there, you don't make as part of your celebration a decision to do a whole album with Ben Shapiro? I don't think any of us could stomach that. Probably
I can
not
absolutely
even you.
make that promise. I can absolutely make that promise.
Tom, congratulations on the success. I love the record because I see what you're doing with it, and I applaud you for it. It's sending up a lot of double standard, and I think that's important. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Piers.
Prick.
Okay, we heard from Tom, but now let's hear from the hip-hop establishment. Joining me now.
Let's just get to the comments before we get to the next bit. Nuff Prop said, all the media outlets that have had Tom Mac on, he's been everywhere. When did any other rapper get this coverage? Okay, that's what you're kind of establishing what you meant earlier. Yeah, like he's getting crazy coverage, and you're talking about his shadow band, and like he's lying, making up stuff about the Billboard banned his song from being. If that ever did happen, we could probably look into, you know, whatever reasons there are for that. That maybe he didn't even like register it, or like there's certain procedures you have to follow. Do you know what I'm saying? Alright, Ben said, I've not seen the coverage. I tune all that shit out. That Tom guy is cringe as F. Probably got to stop swearing on here so much, because now that we're getting quite a lot of traction on this YouTube, I need to chill. I said a lot of suck your mum and madness. People found that very funny last week. I thought some of his trolls was going to turn up on this live. They're not here, so I mean, it's good and it's not. You know what I'm saying? I was going to shout suck your mum to them all the way through.
From New York is the highly respected rapper Talib Kweli, who also co-hosts the Midnight Miracle podcast with Dave Chappelle, and the DJ and digital media mogul DJ Vlad. Well, a very high-powered panel to respond. So let me start with you then, Talib. You and I have locked horns before on Twitter, as it used to be.
Yeah, you used to troll me on Twitter.
I think we both like to express ourselves forcefully, and absolutely no problem in doing that. What is your objection to this song?
Well, first of all, forgive my voice because I'm coming off tour. My voice sounds a little scratchy.
Forgive it.
I want
Sounds
to
pretty cool,
congratulate Tom. Okay, cool. I want to congratulate Tom MacDonald on his journey in sobriety because that's very important to note. That part of his story is about his journey in sobriety. I do think it's very cowardly and very racist to blame hip-hop for his addiction, as if white people don't have addiction issues. That's first and foremost. But if we're going to talk about the song Facts with Ben Shapiro, let's have a facts versus feelings conversation, which is something that Ben Shapiro always says. The hook of the song is "This ain't rap," which I agree with. It's not rap, it's not hip hop, has nothing to do with rap. Pierce, you're wrong. The song has nothing to do with rap. This song, he says, money, cars, clothes. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns. We ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs and your daughters into hoes. This is not facts. He completely erased all conscious hip hop. You see, I got this shirt from Tribe Called Quest, one of the greatest rap groups of all time. He erased what I do. He erased what my people do. And most of my friends don't rap about those things. Tom is lying about rap.
Well, yeah, but hang on. Okay, all right. Yeah, but hang on.
Facts.
I don't think he's saying all rappers do. In fact, he made a point of saying he doesn't mean all rappers or all hip hop.
Yeah, but like I said last week, that's why I said, why isn't he shouting out the conscious black rappers when he started talking about white youth or the main demographic, American white youth? Why aren't you listening? And I was like, that whole Mos Def thing was going on that week. Why aren't you talking about Mos Def? Why aren't you talking about Kendrick Lamar, who's probably the second biggest rapper in the world? You know what I'm saying? Gleam said, I use TuneCore and it's the only thing I've had is Apple took my album out of their shop for having the producer's name on the cover. You know what I'm saying? There's little things like that that some of these streaming services do have issues with. I don't see them taking it off for the content. I really don't. Do you know what I'm saying? And if they do, but they're willing to let all of this kind of content that he's talking about, that he claims is bad, black on black crime and all that, then let all of that stuff run, then maybe he should be more on the conversation of, you know, why are labels pushing this? You know what I'm saying? Why are white labels pushing this? Because it's not like hip hop. He's blaming it at black culture. You know what I'm saying? The industry erased rap like that. I don't think they erased rap like that. Like I say, Kendrick Lamar, there's like, other than Drake, there's no other rapper in the world bigger than Kendrick Lamar. He is huge. J. Cole after that is probably the third. Huge. Both of them talk about socially conscious stuff. They're both way bigger than any of the like drill rappers, everyone else. Like, they're literally two of the biggest rappers in the world, and they're very socially conscious.
Pop stars. But there's no doubt some do. There's no doubt some do that.
He made a point. Of course. And there's some country music artists and some heavy metal artists that participate in violent and sexual content. But I would never make a song, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't specify that he meant some rap in the song. He specified that on your show when you question him. But on the song, he's saying, I'm trying to be offensive, and I'm hoping to upset people. So guess what? As a black man who does hip hop, I'm offended. If you were trying to offend me, well, then you did a good job. To claim that rap or art is a cause of violence and a cause of addiction in his life is irresponsible and hypocritical. When a bomb drops in a nation, it falls on the just and the unjust. I watched a movie called Oppenheimer last night about a white man who made an atomic bomb that dropped on Japanese people because another white man genocided 6 million Jewish people. Killers of the Flower Moon is a movie about a great movie about a white men who go and pillage and steal from Native American people. Yesterday, a Trump fan from Philly decapitated his father because his father was voting for Joe Biden. That's like vanilla ISIS. You can't tell me that in the culture that he claims that he stands for, that there's no violence and sex. You can't tell me that. Anyone who supports Trump, like Tom MacDonald does in his music, after Trump's mugshot, after January 6th, after this man has been indicted for rape and has 91 felonies, you can't tell me about Blue Lives Matter. You can't tell me that you're about law and order. You're being a hypocrite.
Okay.
He's on point.
Powerful words.
He's on point so far. Whoever said he don't come off good at the end, that is fire. That is fire. You know what I'm saying? You can't even... Because all these guys, yeah, well, it's okay to support Trump. I'm not hearing it, man. I'm saying it shows where you align. But, the industry made a decision to erase conscious rap from the early 90s. It's all marketing talk. They probably told... I can't read these comments half the time, man. The bottom bit. Then that there could be backlash before putting it out. Yeah. It's all marketing. He's just making up a story. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't agree. Conscious rap has been erased. I think conscious rap is probably more popular than it's ever been. Just the fact that those two artists, every type of rap is now able to have a space at the top. Literally, we are at a place where the consumer controls what is going on way more than ever before. All right, let's get back to it.
DJ Vlad, you've been sitting there patiently. What do you make of all this?
Interesting to see what Vlad says, considering Vlad is the clickbait king. You know what I'm saying? And this whole thing is clickbait.
I mean, I agree somewhat with Talib Kweli, who's also a friend of mine. The problem is that when you talk about rap and you want to talk about the gangster lyrics, the violent lyrics, the drug lyrics, when you look at rap as a whole, when you look at the biggest rappers in the world right now, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, these guys aren't rapping about drugs. They're not talking about violence. They're not talking about, beating women.
What timing? Look at that. And I did not expect that from Vlad. Big up DJ Vlad today.
Or whatever else. And I think a lot of times when you have these songs that try to generalize these types of things, it oversimplifies things and it gives rap in general a bad name. So it's kind of annoying. And, listening to the song, on face value, it doesn't sound like he's really saying anything wrong. But a lot of times when you have these sort of white supremacist type of sayings, like, for example, all lives matter, from the outside looking in, of course, all lives matter. But it's really a shot at Black Lives Matter and kind of trying to undermine that type of thing. So I really don't like, what we call in hip hop sneak dissing. And I feel the song has a lot of sneak dissing.
Talib,
Yes,
it would be fair to say that hip hop has moved to a, for want of a better word, a better place. That the biggest stars no longer want to rap about stuff that caused all the offense, and actually it's changed. Is that accurate?
See, I don't think that this should be a conversation with 3 white people and 1 black person about the state of hip-hop and a referendum on hip-hop. I think that's the wrong direction to go. One more thing I'm going to say about Donald Trump is that Tom MacDonald is an immigrant. Donald Trump just said immigrants are poisoning our blood here in America. Donald Trump uses white nationalist rhetoric from Mein Kampf and Hitler all the time, and this guy is a supporter of his. This song is called Facts.
Talib, hang on. Listen, you can have your views about Donald Trump, that's fine. And by the way, you can say...
No, I said, I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
No.
I'm done with that. That's why I was going to the song.
I get it, but the idea that I'm not allowed to, or DJ Vlad isn't allowed to, comment about hip-hop or rap is ridiculous.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
that. Basically said
DJ
it.
Vlad... No, I didn't. Let me be clear. DJ Vlad is a controversial figure in our culture. A lot of people accuse him of being a culture vulture. That is not a criticism that I personally agree with, although I do understand the argument. I work with, unbeknownst to a lot of people, I've done more songs with white rappers than any rapper you can name, any black rapper you can name. My next single is featuring Mac Miller, rest in peace. I work with Macklemore. I work with R.A. the Rugged Man. There's no problem with white people in hip-hop. There's a problem with racist white people in hip-hop. And Tom MacDonald's song is racist and is factually incorrect. And I could break down what's factually incorrect in the song Facts, and I could break down how Ben Shapiro started his career by saying, rap isn't music. So you got somebody featured on your song who tweeted in 2019, fact, rap isn't music, and if you think it is, you're stupid. Well, that person is clearly not an anti-racist, intelligent person. Tom MacDonald owes the hip-hop community an apology for putting someone on a song that in 2009, writing for a white nationalist site, Breitbart, wrote an article saying rap is crap. These people don't respect hip-hop. Tom MacDonald is making rap for people
Well, I think you're missing... Look, I played some of this stuff.
That part, that last line he said there kind of brushed past, but Tom MacDonald is making rap music for people who don't like rap. And in a way, that's kind of what Eminem accidentally did. And then but with Eminem, they started to like rap. And we're going to get to Eminem today. And we're going to have a revisit about Eminem today, because I think there's some things that I kind of just forgot about that actually we should have, now in the new context, actually we need to rethink about. But yeah, he's making rap music for people who don't like rap. And I've seen a meme of it before. It's like some truck, you know what I'm saying, like a redneck would drive, and it's got a sticker on the back and it says, I hate rap music apart from Tom MacDonald.
Back to Ben Shapiro yesterday. I think you're slightly missing the point. He's lampooning the world of rap and hip hop.
Oh, I'm not missing the point.
You think there's a lot of hypocrisy and double standard there?
I'm very clear that Ben Shapiro is lampooning hip hop. I'm very clear about that. I'm not under any misconception about it.
Even you must admit, when John Legend goes out of his way to rewrite the lyrics to Baby It's Cold Outside because of the Me Too campaign, because he thinks it's about sexual assault, but doesn't rewrite any lyrics from any hip-hop or rap song in the last 50 years, you've got to admit there is a ridiculous double standard there, isn't there?
It's one tiny little incident.
I couldn't disagree more. I completely disagree.
Really?
With that, because I think you're removing all social, political, and historical context that goes into creating hip hop and equating it with the social, political context that goes into creating a Christmas song.
You genuinely think Baby It's Cold Outside is more offensive than anything that the
I
hip-hop...
didn't say that.
Well, you implied it.
I didn't say that. I said, no, I didn't imply it. I said you are removing context to make a false equivalency.
No, the context is very straightforward. John Legend chose to rewrite the lyrics to Baby It's Cold Outside.
I understand.
But he didn't rewrite any of the offensive, misogynist, violent lyrics.
Why would he rewrite other people's songs? This is the stupidest shit ever.
I get that that's how you feel, but your feelings
It's not a feeling, it's a fact.
And the facts is... Oh, no, that's not... Well, it's not a fact that it's a problem.
It's a fact that John Legend hasn't rewritten any lyrics to people in the hip-hop world.
And it's not a... Piers Morgan, John Legend is not your slave. He doesn't have to do what you
He's not my slave, but he can be a hypocrite, and he was.
Then let's stop talking about John Legend, because this is not about John Legend. Let's talk about the song Facts.
All right, but you...
Stop deflecting.
I'm not deflecting.
And let's talk about the song Facts.
Okay.
Okay, so can we get back to the song Facts?
Hang on, let me bring in DJ Vlad. He's been very quick. Talib, there's three of us here. Let me bring in DJ Vlad. You apparently, DJ Vlad, you're a culture vulture. What does that mean, first of all?
Come on, man.
I mean, from my point of view, I think that's a slang for pretty much any white person in hip hop. I've seen every problem.
Okay, you flopped there. What DJ Vlad should have said there, we'll give him a chance to finish. What he should have said there is, I'm not a culture vulture because, and then, you know, align to what he does to support and respect the culture and his, you know, I was going to say his friendship with Talib Kweli just because he said that, but no, we don't say we got black friends. But, you know, the fact that Talib Kweli understands his contribution and doesn't agree means something. Do you know what I'm saying? But, and then he should have gone on to say, but Tom MacDonald is an example of a culture vulture. Here's the difference. There's me, there's him.
Vulture, from Steve Rifkin to Leo Cohen to Eminem to Mac Miller.
Black people get called culture vultures. Also, black people get called culture vultures in this culture.
So it's not skin color specific. You can be a black or white culture vulture. Right, okay.
It's not. Absolutely.
Am I a culture vulture?
But white people do get it. White people do get a little heavier than others, and I've never minded being.
That's right, because white people. That's exactly right. Because white people are the dominant group. That's how it goes. Racism is not logical or convenient for anybody. Sorry.
Well, I mean, white people aren't the dominant group in music. I mean, hang on. White people are not the dominant group in music anymore. I would say most of the biggest stars in the world right now are not white.
White people own all of the record companies. White people own all of the record companies, Piers. That's true.
Well, I had that conversation with Kanye. And he felt very strongly about it. And I had that conversation with him. And he may have a point about that.
White people own all of the
But it doesn't change the fact that many of the biggest and most successful and richest music artists in the world right now are black. That is also true.
All right, well, let's change places. How about we get all the money and y'all get to tap dance? How about that?
I don't think you're short of a few bob, are you?
What'd you say?
I don't think you're short of a few bob, as we'd say in England. You've got a few dollars up your sleeve.
The money is not about whether or not one individual makes it. I am an exception to the rule. The vast majority of my people are not rich people. And that's a fact. And I'm an exception to the rule because I make money doing conscious underground hip hop. I'm not doing pop hip hop. I'm not appealing to a MAGA fan base. I don't rap about materialism, misogyny. I don't do any of that. So I'm the exception to the rule.
Talib, it's good to have you on the program. Come back. I've enjoyed this debate.
Well, hold on.
I've got to move on.
Okay, but I want to say that Ben Shapiro has a history of racist comments.
Yeah, you said that.
And for Tom MacDonald.
You know what?
Okay,
listen.
well then y'all should acknowledge that.
Okay, you said your bit. DJ Vo, thank you.
He didn't let him
back on. Please.
He didn't let him. He wanted to start breaking down the lyrics, and he just didn't get the chance. He didn't get the chance to do. He seemed like he came prepared, man.
Come again soon. I enjoyed that debate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was interesting. Still, it's mad. People who don't like rap still want to like rap. Like, if they don't like rap, why do they need Tom MacDonald? Yes, Sam Gregory. Enough props. Does John need to rewrite anything? That's kind of what I might have said. I might have said he don't need to rewrite anything, but I don't know the lyrics specifically either. But they're saying it's because the lyric was about sexual assault. If he made a song that people think has a lyric about sexual assault, or he realised and hadn't thought of the context that it has a lyric about sexual assault, and he no longer wants to sing that song, then good on him. Good on him. That's his choice. I'm saying, what the hell does that have with anyone else? Any rappers rapping about something that their social circumstances led them to, as Talib broke down already. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's mad. Tom Lowry in the comments. Yes, big up for coming through. How about we get all the money? How about we get all the money and you tap dance? That was a bar, man. Now he killed it. I don't know if it was Gleam who said it. Whoever said he didn't come off well at the end. I didn't see how he didn't come off well at the end. But I'm interested to read what part of it wasn't quite there. Why the hell is he talking about being cold outside in a time of global warming anyway? Yeah, the world's gone woke, bro. It's all gone woke. It's all